Hello, normal, non-famous people. It's Byron Nominal Howitzer here, a famous person, talking to you as an equal. Now, before I get into all the good stuff, you'll be interested to know that your identity could be stolen any time. And if it is, that could be a serious problem. Why not centralize the way your data is mined with Atlas VPN? Atlas VPN, it's the Lootville crunchy base to Ian's rims and tires elastoplast. I don't understand why anybody would use a VPN unless they were pirating or looking at kiddies, to be honest, so... Atlas VPN, are you a beautiful
donkey?
No, they'll probably say no to that one, won't they? Well, they've got it as an option, I can't be bothered this week. I had to move because they plumbed my 5-seat bath in all wrong. Powerjet my ass. Huh. The news! Right, the news. Okay, let's have a break. The new Lord of the Rings TV series is out. I'm watching it as I type this, and also texting with my friend, Vincent D'Onofrio. They really added to it with the sort of English accent you only hear in the same sentence as "rather." And I like the way that they kept the tension going in the first 2 episodes by having nothing happen. Some people say that IMDb, which from what I can tell is completely separate from Amazon, has been destroying negative reviews, which is frankly ridiculous. If they just started deleting reviews that they didn't like, they wouldn't need to keep any of the critics on the payroll. Also in important Kino news, breaking with established protocol, Her Madge the Queen of England, etc., Liz Windsor, freshly liberated from her abusive marriage, has been seen with gadabout town Leonardo DiCaprio, both at her home in Balmoral and at DiCaprio's loft penthouse in Amsterdam. Palace insiders insist the relationship is platonic. But some close to DiCaprio have said that oatmeal. Also in important news about movies and TV, J.K. Rowling has published a new book under the pseudonym Ray J. Cowling, brackets I am J.K. Rowling, close brackets, entitled I Am the Twitter. The epic tome is a multifaceted story about a middle-aged bigot in an inexplicable mental freakout inserting a spoon under their eyeball and popping it out as they piss and shit themselves in front of everyone in the world. Although taking hours, or maybe even days to read, the actual actions of I Am the Twitter last only seconds, the book explaining every intricate, painful detail as the main character, Janice Karen, mutilates and defecates herself in a crowded Taco Bell. Trippy and beautiful. Which brings me to my book, My Struggle, which charts my crazy, successful, meteoric rise from normal person to famous, successful, worthwhile person. Despite the haters. In the book, I give really good advice on how anyone with just a little bit of talent and hard work can be the next PewDiePie or Spoonie. Here's a snippet that I'm giving you for free. Go to my Patreon. Step 1. Have something to say. People can tell if you mean what you're saying or you're just going through the motions. Find out what you want to talk about by searching the top 5 trending phrases and do a video about one of them. Step 2. Post consistently and at the same time every week, even if you have nothing to say. Step 3. Be authentic. People love my videos because I say what I really feel. Step 4. There's no room for nuance. You should either love something or hate it. Don't be afraid to look at what other people are saying before deciding what you think. Step 5. Your real money comes from sponsors, so make sure you don't voice an opinion that would put that in jeopardy. Step 6. Be sure to show off your property and many belongings. Most people are sad and kind of pointless. You don't want to come across like that. You have to be aspirational, kind of like, I'd love to be friends with Byron, but I'm just not good enough. Step 7. People want their beliefs validated. Use that to your advantage by using deliberately vague language when it comes to your opinions, except when there's widespread outrage, which you should take it upon yourself to lead. Step 8. Have fun. People want to watch things that are fun and lively. At the beginning of your video, dress up in a funny costume and do a sketch with people you've co-opted. Everyone loves that. 100% funny every time. Step 9. If you're a man, you should mention your girlfriend or wife every now and then so people know you're not gay. If you're a woman, you should never ever mention any partners, appear available, and always wear lipstick. Step 10. You always want to be engaging. At the start of your channel, reply to every single comment. Don't worry, you can just copy and paste something generic. People won't realize. Step 11. Later, when you've got a following so that you're not a total no one, start whipping up drama with other, bigger YouTubers. Don't worry, they know what's up and will play along every time. So yeah, recently at a restaurant with a number of people, including PewDiePie, and our waitress was non-white, and we were all a bit, but he handled it really well. He really held it together. Yeah, didn't say anything. So it's progress. Step 12. No matter your circumstances growing up, tell everyone you grew up poor and made it rich by yourself. If you've got a sad story about being molested or something like that, don't ever talk about it, as people don't like sadness, except for one video about it you should do after growth has started, to really pump the numbers. Call it something like, My Life, brackets, trigger warning, and have the thumbnail as something you've drawn that looks kind of sad. Step 13. Utilize everything and everyone around you. Do you have a dog? Show it off. Do you have a dog and a child? Kill the dog and tell your kid the dog's dead, and record their sadness. People don't like sadness, except for children being sad. They love that. Step 14. Don't get bogged down with research. You always need to be talking, even if you're just repeating yourself. Step 14 and a half. When you're big enough, have enough people do the writing, editing, filming for you. You don't want to be putting up your own lights. That's donkey work. Right, Fabio? Step 15. Profit. And that's it. That's all the news this week. Thank you very much for joining me. Buy my book. I'm off to go do something in my mansion, or drive my Lambo around and such. And, I employ many people, so don't forget that, I'm raising these people up. A lot of people depending on me, free meal ticket and such. So get on Patreon, so I can keep the gravy train running for so many hangers on. All right. Thanks very much. Bye. Honestly, you used to be able to whip them. Fucking children. Atlas VPN. Do you think the intelligence agencies haven't compromised us? Do you think? Because that'd be a failing, wouldn't it, on their behalf? Like if I was the director of, NSA or whatever, one of my first priorities would be to compromise anything like that. So it probably is great if you are just pirating, but if you're doing anything like really illegal, you've probably been compromised from day one. Atlas VPN, stop contacting me.